Hi, everybody. Welcome back to A Seat at the Table Book Club. We are just missing one of our members tonight. She is out of internet range, so that's why she is not here with us. I'm just going to check to make sure that you can see me. Ooh, what was that?
Sorry that I was watching it from YouTube and forgot to turn the sound off.
Oh, yeah, there's a commercial in the beginning. Weird.
Yeah, I was like, they're just
That's what
bougie. They're
that
gonna
was.
throw us in a commercial every chance they get.
I didn't see that coming.
Okay, this is so good.
Say hi if you are here. Love to say hi to you.
Hi, Lauren. Thanks for coming. Also, just I'm sure somebody's gonna ask. I'm chilling at my family's house, so if you hear some loud talking, it's not me. It's them in the other room. We're not
Yes,
a quiet family.
it's holiday time.
Hey guys.
I can see comments on YouTube, but I can't see comments on StreamYard. Oh, now I can. That was weird. Okay.
Oh, I didn't realize. Yeah, I put it in the live comments, and now I can see everything from both sides.
StreamYard is like delayed tonight. There must be a lot. You know what it is? There must be a lot of lives going on because Sunday is a very popular night for lives on YouTube.
Yeah, because I watch two lives on Sunday normally. I've just been chillaxing with the peeps.
So thank you everybody for joining us. We are basically going to be discussing our plans for 2020 for the book club. Don't worry, the book club is still here. We did peter out a little bit this year. For those of you that actually read Beast of, what is it?
We have to take a break and adjust sometimes and get our lives back together, and we figured it out now. I think.
Yeah.
I hope.
This was the pilot year of the book club, so there were a lot of kinks and a lot of things that we kind of learned by trial and error on what to do, and so we've restructured for next year so that no one person is overwhelmed, and we're able to be more successful and more focused with the book club aims. I think the last book we left off on was that Beast of No Nation or Beast of No Name, or I can never remember the name of that book. He's Made of Night. I know. I was like, I can't remember. By Tochi Onyebuchi. If you did read that book, thank you so much. We should probably discuss it someday. But I actually did read it.
Yes, that would be great. I feel like in January we can just have that discussion, but we'll add that into our book chat discussion in January. Just to thank you guys who read it.
Exactly. But so we've restructured going into 2020, and we're going to tell you our plans, what that's going to look like for everybody. And Brittany, you want to take it away?
Okay, so first of all, we decided that instead of doing a new book every month, just to give everybody a clean, take your time, if you aren't a fast reader, take your time kind of thing, we're gonna pick one book a quarter. So I know that sounds like it's not gonna be a lot of lives, but we're gonna pick a book. Say, for example, January, March, February, and March is quarter one. I'm picking the book for quarter one. So we'll pick the book, announcing it at the end of this month. Then we're gonna actually talk about it in March. We're gonna have a live in January and February that have nothing to do with that book, but everything to do about our book club, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Did that make sense? I don't know.
Hi, Annie.
So oh, hey guys. I have quarter one. I couldn't remember which quarter Troy picked, but we write it down right now that Troy has quarter two. Quarter three is going to be a viewer pick, and then quarter four will be Oshale. So we're doing this just to give ourselves like a bigger cushion, especially since sometimes some parts of the year we're just too bogged down with other parts of life trying to get reading in. So to give ourselves some headway, we're doing a quarterly book pick, but we're still going to do a monthly live every month. And then hold on. So our goal is to do one live per month, and we want to set it for every third Sunday. And I'm thinking around 6 p.m. CST, but I might put that out as a poll just so you guys can vote on the time. But as of right now, every third Sunday of the month, you guys can come onto one of our channels and we'll be chatting. So January, we'll be doing a book community topic discussion thing like we love to do. Those are always fun. And then in February, we're actually going to have a guest. So hopefully we'll get another booktuber or someone else, and we'll be introducing you guys to them. And then March, on that third Sunday, we'll be actually talking about the book that I picked for us to read, and hopefully you guys like it. Did I miss anything for that part? Oh, also, Throwback-a-thon. So we really enjoyed Throwback-a-thon this year, which was fantastic.
It was so much fun.
We felt like at the end of September, it was a terrible time to do a book, to do a readathon. BookNet Fest was in the beginning of September. We were just not ready. So we're actually going to move it into the summertime just because Throwback-a-thon really fits the summer vibes. And we'll get more information about that to you guys later because we're obviously in planning stages for that. But we're letting you know it is definitely moved into the summertime. So even those who are in school and don't want to read because they read too much in school, you're on summer break, you can participate, you can join us on Instagram, things like that. So we've done that. And then, and we just want to repeat. We're not saying that these are our rules, but these are the criteria that we stand by when we pick books for this particular book club. So we are making it our goal to not repeat any authors that we've already picked. So we want to keep introducing new authors every time we pick a book into this book club. We still want to keep it within the Black diaspora. That was our mission from the beginning, and we would like to keep that mission going. But this year, we actually are going to do no series. So any book that's the start of a series, we will not be doing it just because it's hard to keep up with the series. Because if we didn't like the first book, that would be fine. But if we did, we would feel obligated to have to do the next series or the next book in the series. And then we're also going to deep dive more into adult fiction, even nonfiction, whichever books we pick. But we're deep diving more into adult. We did a lot of YA last year, and there's nothing wrong with YA, but there are some good adult books that we would like to get into as well.
Yes.
I think I covered my notes.
You did. You covered everything. Brittany did an amazing job giving you guys the rundown, but essentially what we are expanding upon is kind of like our identity as a book club and our brand and our mission statement. And essentially, we want to expand beyond the books. We see the feedback that you guys really enjoy watching our lives when we're discussing other topics, like hot topics within the book community, when we are discussing different genres and how we feel about them, when we bring other guests onto our lives and interact with them. And you guys really seem to enjoy those lives. So we want to expand our mission statement to include other things beyond just reading books by authors within the Black diaspora. So like Brittany beautifully explained, the first month of the quarter, we're really going to make sure that we are keeping up with what's going on in our book community. And that includes what's going on BookTube, what's going on Book Twitter. And we're also going to take it beyond the web. What's going on in bookish publishing world? If there's a hot button topic or something that we really feel pressed to discuss, we're going to take it, further than just like online bookish community and take it further out into the world. So if there's something really pressing, or if there's something we've always wanted to talk about, it may not even be current news, but if there's something we always wanted to discuss, then we'll discuss that in the first month of the quarter. And then the second month of the quarter is going to be more specified to our guest. So when we have our guest on there, that guest is going to dictate the topic and the subject matter, just like when we discussed the romance genre and Troy and I read heavily, read a lot of romance, so we were able to really discuss that with detail and knowledge. So if we have a guest that has a special field or specializes in something or has a lot of knowledge in a particular area, then you'll know that the live will be geared more towards that. And then, of course, the third and final month of the quarter, we'll finally discuss the book that we should have all been reading for those 90 or so days. And we'll be able to wrap everything up then. And then we'll always make sure that we announce the book for the next quarter, the last week, the last week of the month of the previous quarter, if that makes sense. So you guys have time. So for example, Brittany will make sure that she announces January or the first quarter, January, February, March's book by the end of December. So you have time to get it from the library or buy it or, you know, however you plan on getting the book, you'll have time to get it and you'll have a little bit of a cushion. So, for example, that last week in March, we'll make sure we'll have the second quarter's book announced and so forth and so on. Troy, is Troy here? Yes, Troy is here.
Yeah, Troy's in the chat.
Yay.
Oh, and Troy told me that she will be here for the next chat. Don't worry.
Yeah, she's having some internet issues.
She told me to
have from time to time, but she will be back. Don't you? She is not gone. She's just
yeah, she'll be back. Like she's definitely still a part of this team. We really could not have this book club without Troy's perspective. Trust me.
We really couldn't. She's in it for life. We're like a gun, but in a good way. The only
let me see. Does anybody have anything before we keep? We've kind of thrown a whole bunch at you guys at once.
Any questions so far? I think we've been pretty clear and straightforward, actually.
I would like to think that we broke it down and laid it out for everybody very easily. I will say that obviously for those of you who are new, thank you guys so much for coming to check us out. Those who don't know, I'm Melanin Eclectic. Everybody who's watched our lives knows that my genre is fantasy and sci-fi, particularly the Black speculative fantasy and sci-fi. So if I'm ever picking a book, that's more than likely the genre that I'm going to be picking from. So if you guys ever have any thoughts or suggestions of books by authors in the Black diaspora, feel free to drop me a message. Politely drop me a message. Don't be intense about it. But yeah, I could consider more because I'm trying to find more adult fantasy books by Black authors. And so far it's been a little difficult, but the book that I will be picking for the first quarter is young adult fantasy and magical realism. I guess I can just tell you guys the book that I'm thinking about picking right now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so so the book that I'm thinking about picking the book sounds interesting. That's why I'm like, I should also import that Troy said Troy's genre is romance, but like don't be intense when you make suggestions to her either. Like we all love getting messages from you guys, just don't be intense. Aphrodite said she has a fantasy erotica tale. Ooh. So is this like a fantasy romance book, basically? Is that the mesh of like the entire book club?
That's what it sounds like. That's really
cool. Please leave the title of that so I can check that out. But the book that I was thinking about picking is Black Girl Unlimited by Echo Brown. And I'm just gonna read the book description because it just sounds interesting and it hits something that I've always wanted to read in my life, and it's a Black girl wizard. But it says, Echo Brown is a wizard from the East Side where apartments are small and parents suffer addictions to the white rocks. Yet there's magic everywhere. New portals begin to open when Echo transfers to the rich school on the West Side, and an insightful teacher becomes a pivotal mentor. Each day, Echo travels between two worlds, leaving her brothers, her friends, and a piece of herself behind on the East Side. There are dangers to leaving behind the place that made you. Echo soon realizes there's pain flowing through everyone around her, and a black veil of depression threatens to undo everything she's worked for. Heavily autobiographical and infused with magical realism, Black Girl Unlimited fearlessly explores the intersections of poverty, sexual violence, depression, racism, and sexism, all through the arc of a transcendent coming of age. A powerful memoir for fans of Piercing Me Together by Renee Watson and American Street by Evie Zoboy.
It sounds so good.
Yeah. I know. That's why I'm like, I hope it's not one of those where the description is so much better than the book, or that the description was all done in like the first 3 chapters.
I know.
So I'm hoping.
I am this close to pre-ordering it, but I'm trying to hold off.
I was like, I think I'm going to have to buy it because I don't think my library is going to get this book. So we'll see. Oh, Aphrodite is that the book that she's talking about it's sort of a fantasy romance. It's like a Grimm's fairy tale meets Quantum Leap. It's called Encounters: The 7 Erotic Sins.
That actually sounds quite fast.
Goes on good. Yeah, I'm gonna add it to my thing so I can remind myself to look at it. Who's it by?
Yeah,
it's not coming up. Yeah, who's it by?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I'm intrigued in a way.
I'm kind of intrigued.
She says it's under her naughty girl name, Meets Kenocha.
Okay, let me see.
Hold on.
Where can we find it? Is it on all platforms or?
It is. I found it on Goodreads.
Ooh, it's on Kindle Unlimited. I might have to get.
Yeah, it's on Kindle.
I'm literally.
Oh, it's on Amazon.
I'm downloading it right now.
Oh man!
So what I'll be reading tonight. Thanks, Aphrodite.
So you just automatically were like, bloop.
Yes, girl.
Oh my gosh! I'm gonna start it and then you tell me if I need.
I see another one of your books. Our girl Aphrodite out here writing books. Okay, I see in another one of her books. Shattered, The Glass Corridor, book 1. Oh my God.
Oh, why did you, man? I mean, okay, I see your name down here. I see.
That one's on Kindle Unlimited too. I might have to get that one too. You done started.
Oh, also, I forgot to say, if there are any authors in our lives at any time you want to shout out your work, shout it out. Yes. There's people that watch this later on too. So shout out your stuff.
Drop your book.
What a better place to shout out your book club. Yeah.
Okay, let me stop. I'm like going down the rabbit hole.
We'll start doing. Yeah, I'm about to say, I started clicking on books. I just want you to know, I'm not a big fantasy person or a big romance person, but I'm all for promoting people's work.
Holy mess. I like book recommendations too. This year, I'm trying to get more into reading adult books.
Torn by Annie. Wait. Working on a fantasy based off of Mufaro's Beautiful Daughters.
Yes. We need it. We need it.
When is that? Let us know when that one comes out. Do you do arts? Like where is that coming?
And are you self-publishing or trying to go for traditional, or we need more details?
Oh, I forgot. Another thing that we're going to start doing on our Instagram is like author shout outs. Because who better to promote each other than each other, So
yes,
our Instagram goes dry. So this would help us keep it going.
It's hard to
obviously, LaSalle, we're waiting on your work. already on my Goodreads as a book on my TBR. It's the only book in 2021 on my TBR. We're clearly waiting for yours. It comes out in summer 2021.
I've been already clicked on it.
Okay. I can't believe all of you guys are writing books and coming out with books. This is exciting.
It's actually really cool.
Yeah, I don't know how y'all do it. That sounds stressful. I can't. I'll happily read them. But yeah, we're going to have to, if you guys, yeah, just send us a message on our Instagram, which is A Seat at the Table Book Club, with the name of your book so that I can make my little, my little pictures that I make for our Instagram. So I can do like author shout outs or booktuber shout outs. You don't need a specific number of subscribers to get a shout out. Just, we're trying to support each other. That was the whole reason this book club was created, was supporting each other. So put our Instagram to some good use.
I know.
Dude, there's more books.
Wait, are you on? Okay.
You guys really write books?
StreamYard is lagging. Let me see.
Oh, yeah, no, don't go to StreamYard. Just go to YouTube.
Because wow. Okay.
So anybody who didn't see, we have Torn by Annie Johnson. LaSalle is coming out with a book in summer 2021. It's actually already on Goodreads. It's untitled. So just go ahead and just go add it to your TBR. You'll thank us later.
I know. I've been on LaSalle's book since BookNet Fest.
Yeah, I've been waiting. We have Peace in the Storm. It's Torn by Annie Johnson. Oh, Annie, you got two. Okay, and then Cachet said that hers is going to be finished in 2020, and she wants to try for traditional publishing. Okay, hey, I'm so ready for all of these books. Congratulations to everybody that is actually writing books, because I could never. I like to read them, though. I will happily read all these books at some point. I'm just adding them to my already super long TBR. If you didn't watch my video, I only use Goodreads now to like keep track of all the books that I want to read, because the list just keeps getting bigger and bigger. So at some point I'll be able to. Oh, the cover is really pretty.
Which one is this?
Torn.
Oh my
God. Looks like a queen.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh my God.
I'm digging holes as I'm searching. I'm finding people's stuff. Let's see. 2020 first historical romance coming. Oh, okay. Well, keep us posted. Okay. So cool. I guess if I had to pick a romance genre that I would actually be interested in, it's historical romance. Really? I don't know. I like fiction a lot, so I feel like historical romance would be a romance that I can tolerate.
I think because there's usually more going on than just the love story.
Yeah, like their love story usually makes sense to me.
I can't with you.
So
love only makes sense. Brittany?
Yeah, I mean, love is fickle and most of the time not realistic. So I would like to at least let them be in peril while they love each other.
Are you serious? Oh no.
I don't like I already said I'm gonna pick a month in 2020, and the only books that I'm gonna read that month, other than our book club pick, unless that book is a romance too, I'm only going to read romance, and I'm willing to read 3 romances in a month, and I just haven't picked it. So once I pick those 3 books, I'll even announce it on here so y'all can get a good laugh. And like after that, I'm going back to my deep dives of fantasy and sci-fi and things that explode. So
I will have to.
But I voluntarily.
I will have to see this to believe it.
Hey, I forgot who I said I was gonna I forgot who I was talking to, but I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it just because everybody thinks that I'm like I am very opposed to romance books, but that's just because I don't like love in books. I think they're kind of just not. I don't think they're realistic. So I'm gonna try, and then that way I can really talk junk if I don't like it. I'll have like, oh, I read these books, so I can base it off of this.
Oh my god!
And then what I want to try to do is read 3 different types of love tropes. You know?
Yeah.
So like it won't be the same 3 types of romances. 3 different kinds, and I'm kind of trying to figure out ones that are like drastically different from each other. Yeah, I'm sure y'all will get a kick out of that one.
Would give anything to hear your thoughts on like a street lit or like a sports romance. If you can make yourself read it, I would die. I would give anything.
I feel like
to hear your thoughts.
We will. Once I get like a good list of books, I'll run them through you and Troy to figure out like what they are in terms of like what kind of they are. Okay, I'll do a sports one just because I think, isn't that your favorite type, the sports ones?
It's not my absolute favorite, but it is one of my like. I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for a sports romance. I'm not gonna lie. It's not my absolute favorite, but I will pick one up with the quickness.
Yeah. Oh, Troy says I would pay money for Brittany to read Billionaire Romance.
Yes. Oh my god, Billionaire or like Baby Daddy. I would pay money. I would pay money.
Oh, those are so bad.
Because those are on the same level for me. Like the Billionaire ones, I actually don't like because I feel like that's incredibly unrealistic, and I always read it with just like a grain of salt, and I'm literally like, rolling my eyes the entire time because it's just like really.
I all of the books with the side eye. All the books for that month, I'm gonna just read with the complete side eye at the whole time I read. I would be like, I'm gonna get through it though. I made this goal for myself, so I'm going to do it. Thank you for coming, Aphrodite. Knots and Crosses after a sports one. I love how everybody has all these suggestions for books they want me to read just to see my reaction to them.
I know. It's like they want you to do it. It's content.
Right. It's like they just want to see the grade. I'm doing it for YouTube.
It's content.
All right.
Bye, Aphrodite.
Is Knots and Crosses?
It's a series. It's by Mallory Blackman.
Knots and Crosses by Mallory Blackman? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just putting it in the want to read section, so when I go back and look at all of it, I can try to find the right one. Whatever.
Ted's been recommending.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna read.
Ted's been recommending Knots and Crosses to us this entire book club. It's basically like, have you heard of it?
Oh yeah, but I've never heard of any of it.
It's Knots and Crosses is basically a series about, and it's like an alternate world, and like Black people and white people switch places in this world. So the white people are oppressed.
Oh my god, I'll read that book last because that might cut me off from reading.
What?
For a second. You know, man.
It's supposed to be really good.
Okay. Okay, so I will read Knots and Crosses. And I will find a sports one.
I will do a buddy read with you of Knots and Crosses, so you're not alone.
Okay, we can do a buddy read of Knots and Crosses. Okay, we can do a buddy read. Troy, you're doing this buddy read with us of Knots and Crosses. And then I will read a sports romance, and then I will suffer through a billionaire romance.
Oh my god, I can't.
I'm going to be taking lots of notes. And then just for Ted, when we have that live for that month, we will specifically start with Knots and Crosses just for Ted. Yeah, I'm so excited.
I literally can't wait. I feel like you're going to rip me. I feel like you're gonna rip the romance books apart. I just feel it in my soul.
Well, I mean, I will try to keep an open mind and try to remember the specific genre and like what it's meant to bring, and then I will try not to from there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I feel like we'll come up with like a whole. If this live or if these books don't coincide with the live, like we might have to do a special live just to watch Brittany freak out about romance books she's read.
I want you to do a reading vlog. So we can get your reaction.
See, okay, I've always watched reading vlogs, but it's hard. It'll be so like, it'll be like, you know, it'll be like when I come home from work or after the gym and like, I'll just have to set up the camera when I sit on the couch and read for like that 30 minutes. Oh, that's going to be so bad. Okay. I'll try. I'm not promising a reading vlog, but I will try.
You can film on your phone.
I know, but it's still just because I read at work sometimes, so I guess I'll do that part on my phone. I'm not looking forward to it. It seems like everybody in the chat is very much looking forward to this, but it just, you know, that's fine. It's fine. I wish you guys didn't like the same stuff I liked. Ooh, Ted, see, I told you War Girls is so good. Sorry. That book was. Did you realize that? Like, I still can't get over that Tochi actually watched the live and actually like
I think
sent us a message.
Cute. I really did.
Like, I can't get over that.
It's like your fangirl. It's your fangirl moment of 2019.
Basically, and then I also laughed because I was like, if he watched that live, then he saw Shane shooting his shot.
He did
at the end of that live.
Oh my god! Oh my god, he did! Wow! I do think something we will incorporate is we will start sending the lives to the authors. Well, depending upon how the lives go. I don't want to like rip a book apart and then to the author.
I feel like if we like the book, like if all three of us decided that it was actually a good read, then we'll tag the authors in it. But like authors have specifically asked, like, don't tag them in bad reviews and stuff. Like,
no.
And some authors don't even want to be tagged in like anything of their stuff. So
yeah,
I feel like we could like ask them if they wanted to know about it. But I would love to figure out a way to get some of them on the actual lives.
I'm sure we can. A lot of them
on Twitter are hilarious.
A lot of them are very open to like booktubers reaching out to them. I know that Njeri over at Onyx Pages does an amazing job of having some of these authors on to discuss, especially she reads a lot of fantasy speculative fiction too, and she's had some of the authors on her platform. So if you guys haven't checked out her videos doing that, you definitely should. I think she does a great job with that. So
that's actually she's introduced me to a lot of authors from doing that. So,
I mean, there are a lot of other booktubers that do the same thing. There's just their platforms are a little bit smaller, so sometimes they don't get like the traction through their page for people to see that they're interviewing authors and they're talking to authors.
Yeah. So I would like to get them. I would like to find out who are some of the debut authors from this year and like shout them out. I don't know. I feel like our book club, like we're not huge, which is fine because that's a lot of pressure. But like I feel like we have a good consistent conversation when we are consistent, we have a good number of participants normally. So we just got to get back into that and we'll be fine. Okay. So Ted says, I've interviewed some authors. They're actually very interested in feedback. So I feel like as long as it's not one of those books where it has us all ready to rip our hair out, we can tag them.
I agree.
But I don't want to tag an author and then be like, his book was trash.
Yeah, that's not fun and it's not very
like
kind.
Even if it was, yeah. Yeah, Troy, and not take 5 months. Oh my gosh, was our last big book live 5 months ago?
I think so, because we chose Beasts Made of
We
Night
chose the book and then
in like what, September?
and then we yeah, and we postponed it and never went back.
That's why I do think we should discuss it, because I
Um,
actually did read the book and I would like to talk about it at some point.
I'm ready. Y'all know I read it already, so
I know. I don't know if Troy read it though.
just
I think that's when school started getting really crazy for
Yeah.
her.
right.
But you and I can always
we
discuss
care
it.
more about her. Yes. We can add it to the docket for January.
That should be fun.
Because this is very laid back. Oh, also, if anybody has any topics or things that you like to talk about, the easiest way to get all three of us at one time is sending us a message on Instagram, on our at a seat at the book a seat at the table book club Instagram, because that gets all three of us, because we all have access to check that one, and it'll be easier for us to remember things if you write us on there. Granted, you can write us separately if you want to as well. We're nice people. We respond. So anytime I get a comment about the group, I always send it to the group. Like, hey guys, look at what they said about us.
Yes.
So
Brittany's really good with that.
Our goal this year for the book club is communication.
I am practicing digital.
I'm getting, because I schedule it. So like I have, like right now, I have like 30 minutes a day to check like messages and stuff. And if there is a message from someone and I see that they're online, I will stay and finish that conversation. Then I will get offline, because I'm not staying on social media like that.
There's way too much to do. I'm doing the same thing. Like I've been scheduling myself like 30, actually mine's 15 minutes a day to be on Instagram and any other social media. Ooh. So I do like 15 minutes a day, and then I'm just trying to practice something for 2020 called digital minimalism, where you just kind of take a step back from social media and try to be a little bit more present in real life, or a lot more present in real life.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of how I'm doing here. It's like, even with my siblings, like all of us have been like, has anybody seen my phone? Like, I don't really remember the last place I put it. Like, that's what we've been doing because I'm home for the next week. That's why you guys hear if you do hear noises, that's why you hear noises, because at my family's house and we're fish frying.
Ooh, so, yeah. That just made me so hungry.
Man, that's like our annual Christmas Eve kind of thing, but we decided to do it today. We normally do it on Christmas Eve, but yes. So we'll also be for any type of questions or topics. We don't care. We discuss everything. Oh, we do have one new rule, and this rule is going to be so hard for some people, and it's okay. All of us are human beings with feelings. Troy and Oshley are much better at holding their tongue than I am. So if you say something real out of pocket and I see it before they get a chance to diffuse it, that's your problem, not mine. I'm going to say what I think.
Brittany's disclaimer.
I got a comment the other day on one of mine. I'm just letting you know, because people get real bold when all they do is type, and I'm tired of it. If you don't like what we're doing, start your own. Don't watch. There.
Oh God.
Sorry. I just needed to get that out, because I got a DM that made me so mad that all I could do was delete it, because I was like, who are you to tell me all, like, this person felt like they needed to tell me why they felt like my channel wasn't successful, what I should be doing, why I should quit talking about blackness. Like, it was all types of stuff. I read it and I was so mad that all I could do was delete it, because I was very close to sending, because I knew that it was going to set y'all, like, I knew this one was so bad it would set y'all off. Like, it was just like, apparently I'm racist because I promote Black authors. Like, I was like,
Oh.
I was like, why are you on my platform then? If you know this is what I do, why are you here? So that's just a PSA for anybody who watches to be a hater.
Stuff like that sent me through the roof, because
so I don't have time.
With that logic, then white people that promote white authors are racist, and Indian people that promote Indian authors are racist, and Asian people, like, that logic makes no sense.
You must be doing a good job. Martin Luther King Jr. got hate mail too. You know, I just like promoting people like me, because like me, I like promotion and I don't get it a lot. So I'm just, like I said, you got Twitter fingers, you will hear my mouth. And I don't care. Post it on Twitter, do whatever you want. I'm not afraid of getting canceled. You came at me first. So that cancel crap, don't come at me sideways, because what I will do is I will go research you on social media and then I will drag you. Because those people always have their stuff on public. They never are private.
Never.
So come for me. Better yet, come for me, Oshlet or Troy. I will speak for all three of us with no shame.
She does.
So yeah. In the words of Issa Rae, I'm gonna make everybody black and deal with it. And also, I should note, just because I'm rooting for everybody black doesn't mean I don't read authors of every color. Like, if you've ever watched my videos, like, I read authors of every color. My favorite authors right now are Asian. And of course, like Kristoff, because he's bae. But you know, like, he's also not a brother. So
I'm literally speechless right now. I have no words.
I'm just likes to hate. I just needed to get that out my system because I forgot about that. I had to go pray after I read that message. I was so mad.
I mean, the audacity.
That was one of those where it was like, let me give you my address. Yeah, that's my thing. It's always just like, everybody has a right to their own opinion, and that's fine. But you knew that was an out-of-pocket message because you sent it to me as a DM. You didn't put it as a comment because you knew you would have gotten dragged. And I hope that person is watching today, because I cannot remember their name. But I hope they come back and watch this. Like, this message is for you. I'm not going to be quiet next time because I'm tired of having to be the nice one.
Yeah.
When technically you attacked me first. So, yeah.
Wow.
Charity said you don't have to explain yourself. Say the word and be ready. Yeah, see, and our community is a community that uplifts everybody. So I refuse to accept that type of analysis just because you feel threatened because you're no longer the dominant. Get over it. Read a book by a Black author. Calm down.
I can't.
Yeah. I'm sorry. That reminded me of Ella McKinney. Did you see like a couple? I forgot what day it was, but like apparently, she had gotten a review from a white person who was mad because he felt like he was tricked into reading a book about a Black character.
Wait, what?
From reading A Blade So Black. And it was like, but there's like a whole Black woman on the cover of that book. What did you think that was? Like,
also,
just art?
Why is that so upsetting? It's almost like to have a Black character.
Yeah, apparently.
To have a Black character in a book is so odd.
Yeah, he said he.
What did he say?
No. Having a Black main character. Like according to her tweet, he said that he felt like he was tricked into reading some PC crap. And he could not believe that Alice was actually Black. He's tired of everybody changing traditional white characters into Black characters. And it's like, number one, Alice is a name.
Number two, I didn't know being like Black was another species. Like, what the?
Apparently, like, even in a tripped out book about, And you know, I was gonna be petty. I was like, you over here caping for Alice to be white when Lewis Carroll literally was a straight pedophile writing about a 7-year-old girl. But go off, sir. That's the problem with this book? Okay. I'm just like, but no, if you ever you want to follow somebody that will always make you laugh, follow Ella McKinney on Twitter. I swear, every time I go look at her thing, it's like, what happened, sis? What you mad about today? She is hilarious.
Lisselle says, who puts a side character on the cover by themselves for one? Fact.
You know what? For those who don't know, let me show you what the cover of Blade So Black looks like, so you can understand why I found that so funny that he felt that he was tricked. And that just had me dying. I was like, this is the cover of A Blade So Black. Let me make sure you guys. This is what he said. He felt like he was tricked into reading a book about a Black girl. This is the cover. It was like, so what did you think it was? Like, imagine being Ella McKinney and getting that message and then looking at your books like, but there's also on the second book, she's also on the second book. So
I can't. I'm sorry.
I was like, why are you so pressed? Like, I wish that I could have found his actual comment because apparently it's gone. Yeah, he was pressed. It was just like, what is happening right now?
I know.
Yeah.
Wow. I can't even I'm just like, okay.
I had to, like, when I saw her and I had to go back and look at the book cover. I was like, is there something weird on the book cover? And I was like,
no.
Melissa said he got one of those copies with the cover ripped off. I mean, honestly, like, that's not even a viable excuse because in the very beginning of the book, in the first scene, it talks about how, or in one of the first couple of chapters, it talks about how
I can't.
They're a weird Black girl because she likes anime and cosplay and stuff. So it like very much lets you know that it's Black. Also, nothing about her mother indicates anything other than a stereotypical Southern Black woman. Right. So it's so many things. I'm like, how far into this book did he get before he was just over it? And she literally talks about, there's a part in the book where she talks about how she's mad that she's about to mess up her twist out. So like what? Like, what part of the book did he get to where he was like, no?
What are you reading? When did it finally connect to him? Like, hold on.
Right, like, at what point did you go, she's Black?
What is this?
No. The Bible said he probably assumed the grayscale was off.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dealing with literal color blindness.
Literally.
Oh, y'all are fantastic.
You guys are too much. Y'all are too much.
But yeah, this is the kind of stuff we'll be discussing in our book community chats because these are gold.
Lauren says, "With 50 Shades of Grey, a whole new meaning."
No.
Woo.
Oh man. Look.
I'm gonna have to start adding that disclaimer to like whenever I talk about a book, I'll be like, this is a book about a Black character. Just letting you know. Don't say nobody didn't tell
you. Know what? I refuse to do that. I actually refuse to do that. You know why? Because unless the color of their skin is a point that drives the story, who cares?
Who cares? That's true.
Who cares? It's like, stop being so pressed. Oh, you're right. So you guys know that HBO series, His Dark Materials?
Mm-hmm.
It's from Golden Compass series.
Yes.
I haven't watched it yet, but did they actually cast the main male lead as a Black actor? Because I heard that I like to call I like to call it redneck Twitter. I'm not even trying to be funny, but that's what I call the racist part of Twitter that erupts when a Black male or female is casted in a role that doesn't actually specify whether or not the person is Black or white. Because I remember reading that book, and like Ted, I am an actor to be of a darker skin tone. So, because a lot of the books that describe darker skin tone people, they don't actually tell you they're Black. They like talk about other types of imagery to describe the color of their skin without actually saying, hey, they're Black. So
yeah, they're all toasted almond or coffee complexioned, or what are the other ones that they say? The descriptions, they'll be like,
we've seen Sienna. Oh, yes. Troy, what was the skin tone from that really bad romance excerpt you put out that you showed us? What was the skin tone she chose? I can't remember. Okay, so Abominable. I've actually never read Six of Crows. It's on my list this year to read. But apparently I can't even pronounce that name. INEJ in Six of Crows is Black, and a lot of people are trying to pretend like he's not, apparently. I don't know, but I am going to read Six of Crows because one of the people that I know here in Houston that likes reading books is obsessed with Six of Crows, and I can't have a proper debate if I've never read it.
But see, that's why I want non-Black authors who write these characters to explicitly say, like, they don't have to say Black. They could say, like, maybe if they want to say where they're from or their nationality or something to lead us down that road, because then people get so upset when they're like, no, there's no way. It didn't say that this character was Black, and I'm upset.
I'm trying to think of a book that I read. Oh my gosh, I did not know Abominable Book Girl lives in Houston. We will talk after this. Cool. Oh, sepia skin. Bro, you're right. That girl did describe her as sepia skin.
I say it as sepia in my head. I'm just like, no.
Is it sepia? I don't know. I just know that it doesn't sound like an attractive skin color.
It sounds like a fucking like filter. Isn't that the name of a filter?
I forgot what the excerpt was, but one time in our chat, Troy sent us an excerpt from a book. Oh, the title of the book was Winning a Rich White Husband. And they literally described her skin as sepia skin.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, wait, sepia is an Instagram filter.
That's what I said.
Lauren.
That's what I said.
Did she coat them in mac and cheese? Sepia, or I don't even know. Sepia is the skin tone you use to get when you wore that yellow undertone dark foundation from the dollar store. Okay, y'all are out of control. It's great. So if you wanted to be casket ready, you were sepia.
I can't breathe.
Okay, the direct quote from the excerpt, Troy just put it in the chat. She said, her smooth sepia toned skin tingled in the cool air of Paul's bedroom. If you got sepia skin, you don't got scurvy or dysentery. No, not the old school diseases.
Oh my God. In the background, Brittany, the screaming in the background where you are is like just adding to the hilarity right now.
Oh, yeah, I'm in my dad's office. So it's all his like super military behind me. No, oh my God. Okay. Troy about to get a cease and desist for real. Remember the last time somebody said something bad about an author? She went left field on Twitter. So
Melissa says, better get that jaundice light. Better get under that jaundice light. I can't. Oh my God. Yes, Abominable Book Girl. That is how
Jujubee. We started talking about all the different ways that books describe Black people without saying that they're Black. And if you hear noises in the background, that is my very large family in the other room. Yeah, sorry. But yes.
Again, that's why I prefer non-POC authors to just say, like, if you're an author that is not a person of color, just say the race of the character, because when you tiptoe and you use all these words and all these adjectives to go around just saying this character is Black, this character is Native American, whatever other race besides white you want to make the character, then we have all these debates when they finally either decide to make your book into a TV show or a movie or something. Then we get all these debates and people are getting upset, and it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Oh man, we should have a whole chat one day about that. Why is it so difficult? Like, that could be a chat topic. Why is it so difficult for non-POC authors to describe Black people? Oh. Troy said, I read a review that some chick was mad that a book stated the girl was Black instead of, and I quote, they didn't use colorful language.
I can't anymore.
Oh, yeah, that'll be a topic. We'll have like one of those. I don't know what to call them, but sometimes we go on these like anger rants that turn out to be hilarious. So I don't know what to call them.
My thing is, if a book is allowed to say her pale skin glistened in the moonlight, or there was a flush to her pale cheeks, then damn well you could say her dark skin glistened with sweat as she struggled. Whatever the fuck. Like, that to me, just, again, logically does not make sense. It does not make sense.
Yeah. When you're feeling down or you're annoyed by something that could be racist, just remember sepia skin and you'll bust out laughing every day.
I can't. Like, sometimes
that'll be my
sometimes just to be like, I don't even know, to get everything out, I just want to write a story with every bad trope / racist / inappropriate thing and just put it all in one story and post it on Wattpad for everybody.
Oh, you know what? I hadn't heard them whole lives.
Troy, guys. Did you see Troy's comment?
I did.
Teddy, it's okay.
Did we get a new dog in the book club? Well, technically my sister's dog is here and she wants to show you guys her dog, but I'm not letting her.
Why?
Because she laughs at me for how many books I read in a month. Why am I going to show the dog?
Lauren,
unless you guys really do it.
Don't encourage me, Lauren.
We already have 2 book club dogs. You guys haven't met them yet? You hear them almost in every live.
Teddy, you want to come say hi? Come here, Teddy. Come here. Come here. Up. Come on. Okay. Come say hi.
Lord, ain't no angel wings on my back.
He's being grudgingly dragged into this live. He don't want to be here.
I mean, Teddy's our A1, and then Toby's our baby.
We don't want to be here, y'all.
Teddy's like, why am I here? Like, why did you bring me here?
Oh.
Troy, Teddy waiting for you to finally let him get that man at that window from that one line.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, I will tell my sister to bring the puppy.
Yes, bring the puppy.
I don't feel like
Tobe, come here. Come say hi. Come here.
Yeah. You know, if you come over here, you'll be on the live, right?
Come here, Tobe.
My brother said he'll bring him, but he's not going to get on the live.
He can hand you the
He
dog.
doesn't want to be. Yeah, he doesn't want to be seen. I think my other sister's home too. Yeah, I have 2 sisters and a brother. I don't know how many of them are going to come. We're going to see. Hi, Allie. Girl. Okay. No.
Let's see the puppy.
Thank you. All right, everyone.
Oh.
Hi, bitch. Are you going to say hello? Are you going to say what's up?
Oh my God! It's
say
a
hello
Frenchie.
to the book club.
I love you.
Yeah.
Hi.
Frenchie.
Hi.
Say hello. Overstimulated right now. That's a lot going on.
Look, there's another one.
Say hello.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Say hi.
You can't get my face. No.
Oh my God.
Okay, are you ready to go back?
So cute.
Okay, well, you got to go because you can't chill in the office because you don't know how to not bite things. Oh, my sister said he has a puppy Instagram.
Oh my God.
Instagram. Do you want to come on here and say it? My sister is shouting out her puppy Instagram, y'all. This is becoming a thing.
Go follow him. He's so cute.
Here.
Oh my God, he's so cute.
It's _ just a stitch instead of just a little.
Oh.
So
Just a stitch. Yeah.
Okay, well, y'all can go back and play now.
Come on.
Bye.
Did I roll over your foot? I'm
Say
so
bye,
sorry.
Tobe. Bye. You're the puppy friend.
That's our book club puppy.
Say
Tobe
bye.
only lets us stay on live for a little bit before he gets annoyed.
Yeah, seriously.
Stitch has
Say bye bye.
Yeah, he's happy. He's happy here. Okay, so we've introduced all the dogs into the crew.
All the book club dogs.
Yeah.
Oh my
All
God.
the books. I don't have a dog. I just think it's funny.
He's your nephew dog.
But
he's the nephew pup.
she says he's the nephew pup.
There you go. There you go.
She treats him. How old is he now?
He's 6 months.
Oh, he's only 6 months, so
He's a baby.
he's still in that. He's a super baby.
With the Instagram page.
Yes, Ashley, I know, with an Instagram page.
I can't. She's
This is
like,
why we don't let my siblings on the lives.
she's like, this is what really matters.
Right. They're like, oh, you're doing a book club? Cool. Shout out my puppy's Instagram. What about my book? Shout out my puppy's Instagram.
Oh gosh, hilarious.
Okay, well, does anybody have any more comments, questions, concerns? Feel free to leave them here.
So just to recap, we are doing quarterly picks. For the first 3 months, Brittany will be picking the book, which will be announced by the end of December. And then in the summer, for the 3 months in the summer, you guys will be allowed to vote and pick the book. We'll also be having our throwback-a-thon, read-a-thon in the summer. And then for the first 2 months of the quarter, we'll be doing live streams focusing on other things. The first month will be something going on in the bookish community. The second month will be with a special guest and a little bit more focused on a specific topic. And then the third and final month, we'll actually talk about the book for that quarter. Our lives, we're aiming for every third Sunday around 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll kind of do a poll.
I'm gonna do a poll on our Instagram. So if you're not following, I'm gonna write it inside the chat too. It's A Seat at the Table Book Club. That's the name of our Instagram. And I'll be posting a poll on there just to see, or I'll ask the question of like what times are good for everybody, and then I will take the most popular 2 and we'll vote on those, because I know we've got people in varying time zones, and I kind of want to pick like the middle ground that's good enough for everybody.
Yes. So that's pretty much
Please
it.
participate.
We'll be coming out with some more details as we get into 2020, making sure that you guys are aware of what's going on. We will be communicating with y'all on Instagram, so definitely follow the page. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Thank you guys for coming.
Hey, Saskia.
I love our petty chats on here. It's great.
I know.
But yeah, like I would love to sit and chat with y'all, but I'm gonna go eat.
Yes. I gotta go wash my hair. So we'll catch you guys in our next live, and we'll be announcing our book soon for the first quarter, okay? And that's it.
Yep.
Bye, guys. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Bye.
Bye.